Mojave is one of the more interesting signings that we could have gone through this season. There's a wealth of untapped potential and something that we're very interested in seeing within our system and our environment. And we are betting on the fact that Mojave's best basketball is ahead of him. He's obviously very young. He's 21 years old. And he has been in the process of finding the appropriate basketball home for himself for a while now. Whether it was through the Next Star program or G League Ignite, and this year through the G League itself, we feel that there is a lot more to Mojave as a basketball player on both sides of the court. He obviously has incredible natural gifts, the size, the feel, the shooting, the athletic abilities, but that hasn't been put together on display in a winning basketball environment yet on a consistent basis, and I'm very much looking forward towards seeing this happen in a Breakers jersey. I agree with that statement very much. Adversity can be a great teacher if you're open to learning the lessons that it brings. And from the conversations that I've had with Mojave over this offseason, it feels to me like he's very much done that kind of work and that process. He takes a level of ownership around kind of how things have played out for himself, and he has definitely leaned into the lessons that those circumstances have brought to him, and I think that will make his assimilation into our environment much easier and smoother. Mojave is a 2 who can play the 3, or a 3 who can play the 2. He's very, very versatile. There's a very interesting combination of good size with unique physical abilities. He's a very, very good athlete, and a good feel for the game that has not been on display yet completely. He's been playing a little bit more like a one-trick pony lately, where there's a lot more that he can do for us. We like to bring in players to this building that have a good amount of self-awareness. They kind of know who they are as people, and they know who they are as basketball players and who they can be. Even though Mojave's young, that's a thread through all of our conversations. There's a high level of self-awareness, the strengths, weaknesses, and kind of where he is on his trajectory and on his process. That's a great foundation for any kind of growth. Other than that, every person who interacts with him really likes him. He's obviously had a great stint in the NZBL, where he played with some of the players that were on the Breakers roster last year. He's had multiple teammates in different countries and in different circumstances, and was unable to find one person that doesn't like him as an individual. Mojave's been on every NBL team's radar for a while. There's a reason he was a Next Star. He was an extremely highly touted youngster. That being said, it seemed for a moment that the trajectory would kind of take him away from the NBL, and I wasn't sure that we would ever get the chance for him to come in and play in the NBL again. We're lucky, and I'm happy that we get the opportunity to put him in this environment and see how this plays out. We are obviously in very early days within our team building. Mojave and Sam are early signings because, for me, they're easy signings. These are guys that their game fits how we want to play and their personality fits who we want to be. So picking them up early was something that was important for me and something that was pretty easy to do from a decision-making standpoint. And the later we get into, or the deeper we get into the team building process, then more nuance will come into play. And speed is a good thing to have, but it's not necessarily a goal for us. We're not looking to be the team that's built first. We're looking to be the team that's built best.